Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm coming to you today with two dreams in which I believe to have received from the Lord about a week and a half ago. And I have been sitting on these dreams. I didn't want to share it in a video until I receive, the proper confirmation from the Lord before I put anything out. So as always, just use discernment for yourself and just confirm it with the Lord for your own self, just to know for sure that what I'm saying is true. But I did receive these, so I'm just hoping that it'll help someone um, who may not know Christ, and for those who do know Christ, to just kind of prepare themselves better for His return because it is imminent. But basically, I put out a video about, I'd say around 2 weeks ago or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe 3 weeks ago, on a rapture dream in which I received in mid-September. And I had been sitting on that for a while because I didn't realize at the time that it was a rapture dream. But I will put the link at the bottom here in the comments for those of you who haven't seen that first one. And it's just been incredible because now I received a second rapture dream, and then I received a message from the Lord this morning. So in regards to the second rapture dream, this took place on the night of the 30th of October. And basically, I fell asleep that night with my headphones in. I had the computer going, and I was watching some things on YouTube, and I guess it just kept, skipping from video to video on auto. And at exactly 2:22 a.m. that morning, I woke up. And right when I woke up, something in my spirit told me to just pay attention, listen, and write down whatever I heard. Like, it was incredible how I just had the urgency to wake up, and right when I woke up, to pay attention to what was playing through my headphones. And at 2:22, for those of you who um, are aware of angel numbers, I felt like my angel, my guardian angel, was speaking to me at that time, giving me this message. For it to, for me to have seen the time and to receive that in my spirit. But basically, I will put the link in on the video that I woke up to. But at minute 47 of this video, I remember hearing there was a guy speaking, and the guy said, sorry, let me just go back to my notes. Okay, so the guy said, I want to make a decision before any pressure comes, so that when the pressure comes to me, it is not pressure. So I will put the link in, like I said, and just look at minute 47, what the guy says. Or maybe it was just before minute 47. But once he finished, stop speaking, it's at minute 47. And when I began to write down whatever he was saying, it was funny because I was still kind of asleep, so I just wrote it down. And then when I really looked at it good after writing down, the on the computer, the spell check, instead of using the word decision, it gave me the word desiccation, which, I had no idea of the meaning. So I Googled it. I thought, I could just feel it in my spirit that this was a message somehow from the Lord. When I Googled it, desiccation means evaporation. So if you look at that whole sentence again, I want to make a evaporation before any pressure comes, so that when the pressure comes to me, it is not pressure. And just kind of in my spirit, I felt like, hold on, this is some sort of message. And I kind of feel like it's pertaining to the rapture, because you can kind of look at that in context as, an evaporation being taken away, But again, I don't want to make any, decisions or make any assumptions. So I said, I started to pray. After that, I prayed to the Lord and I said, Lord, I'm not sure if this is from you. I don't know if this is a message or if this is just me, but just give me a confirmation so I will know for sure if I should say anything about this or whatever. So I fell back asleep that night. And when I fell back asleep, I had another dream that exact same night. And in this dream, I was at an airport, and I remember just being in the airport, and I was at the TSA security check, and it was like we were waiting to go through the security checks to jump on a flight, and I kept saying in my mind like I just want to go out have a smoke. I'm gonna go have a smoke, you know. I don't smoke, by the way, so it was just weird in the dream that I kept saying I want to have a smoke. I'm gonna go outside in the smoking area of the airport and have a smoke, and then come back in and continue boarding. So I went outside, I had a smoke, and when I came back in, there were alarms going off everywhere. I could see the alarms. It was like orange lights flashing. It was so loud. When I looked around, there was no one in the building. And I just remember trying to run out really fast, escape, and and then I woke up. So, you know, that gave me confirmation. I woke up and I was like, okay, that's a confirmation from the Lord. So I immediately sent out a message to everyone, you know, in my WhatsApp, all my friends, family, just everyone. I posted it on Facebook, but I never did make a video on it. Now, last night, when I came back, because I went to a convention, a church convention, when I came back, I was just sitting in bed and I was kind of thinking back on that. I was like, you know, I'm sorry, Lord, you know, you gave me this such a great message and such a great dream. I didn't really make a video to kind of tell people. So I was like, you know, I don't know if I should. I sent it to some people, a lot of people on WhatsApp. I kind of put it on Facebook. Maybe that's good enough. I don't know. Maybe I should make a video. But again, I said, you know what, Lord, give me confirmation if I should do anything more with the message in which you gave me. This morning, I woke up at 6 o'clock a.m. and then I fell back asleep. So between 6 and 7:18, when I woke back up, I had a dream, another dream. And in this dream that I had today, I just remember walking down a hill. So I was going down a hill, and as I looked to my left, there was a graveyard. And I was just, for some reason, I just kept paying attention to all of the graves, all of the headstones, you know. And that was just a lot, real heavy in my spirit to pay attention to the graves. And as I walked down the hill, you know, I just kept focusing on all the graves. And when I got to the bottom, it was like I could feel it in my spirit. I just remember thinking to myself, all of these people in these graves right now are in torment, are in, you know, we I th- we might think that they're resting, we might think that they're sleeping, but so much of these people are right now in torment. And it's like the Lord just laid that on my spirit really heavy to the point where I could actually feel it. Like I could almost put myself there and feel that they were not resting. They were, you know, a lot of them were constantly right now just going through, you know, pain and torment and just gnashing of teeth, you know, just constant pain. And I felt that in my spirit so heavy, you know, while I was asleep. I could feel it. I could actually feel that, you know, we think that they're sleeping, but they're actually alive in pain, you know, not resting. And as I continued to walk, I got down to the hill, I continued to walk along the graves. Something in my spirit told me, it's like it wasn't even my thought. It was like the Lord was speaking to me. It's like I could feel it so heavy. And what I remember hearing is like I actually heard it. And it was what I heard was, woe be unto the person who does not put their trust in the Lord. And it's like I could actually feel that it was so heavy. Woe be unto the person who does not put their trust, all their trust in the Lord. I could just feel that. And I remember at the bottom of the hill there was a basketball court. And I walked around the court, and as I got around to the next side, about halfway around the next side, I looked over and there were about three or four people which I knew. Now, in the dream, one of those people, I actually know them. I grew up with that person, you know, in real life. So I won't say who it is here. I'll send him, you know, I'll send him this message and let him know who it is. But I actually grew up with this person. So as soon as I saw him, he caught my attention. I went over, and I just remember just telling him with like such enthusiasm, like this is what the Lord just told me. The Lord just says, "Woe be unto the person who does not put all their trust in the Lord." You know, and I remember thinking inside the dream, I remember thinking that's so weird that I use the word "woe." I remember telling him this in the dream. That's so weird that I use the word "woe be unto the person." I remember thinking this. And then I remember saying to him, like, this was from the Lord. I remember saying in the dream, the Lord gave this to me, because woe is not a word that I would use. And in the dream, this is what I was telling him. And, anyways, he wasn't listening to me. He wasn't paying attention. No one was listening. The other three people, they weren't listening to what I was saying. So we began walking back up the hill. And while we were walking back up the hill, I was just pleading with them, like, please listen, like, listen to me. God is, he's telling us this for a reason. Jesus will soon return. I remember telling them this, and they wouldn't pay me any mind, no attention. And then I woke up. So once I woke up from this dream, I just knew, okay, this is confirmation for all the dreams that I was receiving. I need to put this out. The Lord is telling me to put it out. And lately I have been telling so many people, WhatsApp, family members, friends, Facebook, just on the street, telling people, within my church, just everywhere, at work. No one's listening, no one's paying me any mind. But really, Jesus Christ is soon coming back. It is unbelievable. I don't know why he has chosen me to with these messages. I don't know why he's chosen me to give me these messages and to tell people, but I cannot sit here and just not share it. So, this may help someone in some way. For those of you who can interpret dreams really well and you can explain the meaning of these a lot better to me. I know it's from the Lord, and I feel like it's an urgency to wake people up, but I'm not an interpreter. So if you can interpret dreams really well, just feel free to leave a comment on the bottom and just put in your input. But I just encourage everyone out there, if you do believe in God, stay close to Him. This is the time to draw really, really close to Him, because the urgency that I feel in these dreams, like when I was in the graveyard, looking out at the tombstones and looking at the graves, I could feel it. I could just feel it. It's like I could feel the Lord's, like I could feel the heaviness. It's like I can't explain it, but it's like I could almost feel how he's just like so disappointed, or not disappointed, but he knows like a lot of people right now soon when he returns are going to perish. And I can feel it inside the dream. It's not a regular dream that I'm receiving. It's like there's feelings, there's emotions, and I could just feel it so heavy in my spirit in the dream. It's like a lot of people are about to go into the pits of hell because they do not believe, they do not trust, or they choose not to trust and they choose not to believe in God. But He is soon coming back. He is right here at the door, and this may be your last chance. So, I don't really care how people take this, but it is from the Lord, and I truly believe that the Lord is coming back. And ask the Lord for confirmation for yourself with these dreams I'm giving you, and your own discernment. But yeah, so this is what I receive, and just please, if you do not believe in God, just surrender your life to Him. Just give Him everything, because there's coming a day, where a lot of people will be in regret. A lot of people. So just stay close to God. And yeah, thank you for listening. Love you.